Hello everyone, here is Anastasia, and today we're gonna talk about what is cross-dressing. Many of you probably know or have ever heard about cross-dressers. What does cross-dressing mean? Well, if you have a desire or wish to wear a clothes of an opposite gender, that makes you as a cross-dresser from an official definition. You can Google it on Wikipedia, or there are many other articles saying that cross-dressing is exactly about wearing a clothes of opposite gender. It might be also by adding some touch of makeup, putting lovely hair, or it might be just by wearing stocking, horsey, some underwear, and this is absolutely enough. So if you think about cross-dressing in general, it still has certain negative opinion from a society around it. However, if we look back to history, we will very fast find out that there were women who always took a man's wardrobe clothes and transformed them to a female wardrobe. This is counting for wigs. If we look at the Middle Age, it's counting for stocking, it's counting for shoes with heels, for dresses, mostly for everything. And nowadays, women even wear jeans, even wear trousers, or even full body suits and smoking even. And this is not considered something unnormal. However, if a man starts to wear a dress or a skirt, exceptions probably Scottish guys when they were cute, it always gets from a society a negative touch, like why are you doing this? And the main question you get by that is related, are you gay? And honestly saying, today's discussion is about to give you an idea that all that has nothing to do with reality. So people do cross-dress by the various reasons, but there are so many quite normal people around those who are cross-dressing. Normal husbands, normal friends, family members who don't have any sexual desires behind putting more sexy feminine look. And this is something which people hardly believe, but this is a fact. And I would say that it's also important to differentiate between having a sexual desire by a fetish by wearing something feminine, or by a wish of somebody to just look feminine in a way of, I would say, putting some clothing, putting some styles, and still maintain a straight person. So cross-dressing, as a first myth to be taken away, has nothing to do with your sexual orientation. Yes, there are some people who prefer to have men in relationships. Yes, there are some people who prefer to have women or bisexual, but it's generally also as in the normal world and the normal society, nothing like a straight rule that, oh, if you put a dress, you are gay. So that is very important to understand. Secondly, what we quite commonly hear, that there's like cross-dressing means you exaggerate with your styles, or means like you're a drag queen, so you do it for a stand. Or some people even consider, like if you wear a woman clothes, probably that means that you're on hormones therapy and sooner or later you're gonna leave full-time as a lady, calling yourself as a transgender. Both of those might happen, however, again, it doesn't mean this is like irregular. So cross-dressing is not exaggerating. For example, for me, being a cross-dressing, the best compliment I can get is like you look feminine enough to say like you're woman-like. However, I don't like to put tons of makeup to exaggerate and look like a drag queen. So for me, drag queen is something which is an art. It's a like exaggerative, wowie Barbie style of being woman, and which has nothing really to do with looking feminine, it has to do with looking extravagant and having something which is typically nice for shows. Yeah, so it's not what you can go for in a normal day of shopping, except you make it by purpose. And then secondly, somebody who is changing the gender would never consider himself as a crossdresser, because yeah, in certain ways it can happen that you start with crossdressing and then you realize that being a woman is more what you wish. However, this is not necessarily gonna happen. So crossdressing is not about changing your gender. Crossdressing is about that sometimes I would wish to look like a woman, by that I just want to walk like this at home, or do some shopping, or I don't know, going to the theater, to the party, but I know that next day I will be in my mainly normal life and still will enjoy it. Somebody who change a gender, that means they do not feel comfortable being who they are. So that's why they change it. Another point is quite commonly you say if you're a crossdresser, that means you're a sissy. What sissy means? It's like quite commonly exaggerated, freely way of dressing, so like dresses full of Russells, some uniforms of maids, it's really called sissy maid. Quite commonly this is done by having some sexual background. Being a sissy is really something also special within the crossdressing society, but it doesn't mean person feels humiliated or does want to be humiliated, because there's in a BDSM or any other SM whatever word, it's not necessarily that every woman goes there who likes to wear stocking, and so same with crossdressing. So you see, a normal crossdresser, who I would consider, it's a regular man in maybe middle age, where we probably have less worries about what we do, and this middleman might be married, might have children, might have really normal relationship, and he wants to spend maybe sometimes a weekend fully dressing, putting makeup on, and this is typically because you might have too much stress in your life, and this is some kind of way of stress relief, and this helps us to maintain a balance and come back to a life with like tanked energy. So I hope this very simple message gives you an idea what is crossdressing, and does help you to realize that if somebody in your environment has this desire or passion, it doesn't necessarily mean there's something bad behind, or something I would not say gay is bad, but generally for a woman who recognizes, oh, my man is actually a crossdresser, and nothing means that he loves you less or he feels himself less a man with you. It just means he might have sometimes desires of dressing feminine and being instead of Greg Dolores for an evening. And honestly saying, the best you can do is to support and provide some help. I hope it was interesting for you and to answer some of your very simple questions which might occur. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye bye.